Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. Today, we're going to go over to Gossip and the Gossip staff, and the article is by HipHopObama. It says something shady is afoot. A Michigan family suspects foul play and drowning of disabled Grand Valley State University student Talia Lowe. 18-year-old Grand Valley State University student Talia Lowe was found drowned in Lake Michigan near Pierre Marquette Beach last week, according to WZZM. She was taking a late night swim with some of her friends who also attended GVSU. The report states that the police and firefighter responded to a call about a swimmer struggling just before 11 p.m. on October 14th. The U.S. Coast Guard canvassed the lake with boats and helicopters, and Talia's body was found several hours after. Although authorities ruled that there were no signs of foul play, family members like Talia's sister, Brianna, I apologize if I mispronounce any name in this article, McCurley, hold a deep belief that something isn't right. In a statement, she said, "I just think it's foul play because, one, my sister is disabled. She has one arm that she's working with. You can tell when you look at her," McCurley says. "My thing is, why would my sister get into deep water and it's a tide and she knows she can't swim?" It's a good question. Valid point. It seems counterintuitive that a woman with a disability would knowingly subject herself to the perilous conditions of the lake late night. Why would she do that? At the time, Talia's family is raising money for a private investigator via GoFundMe. An anonymous source says that one of the friends on the scene tried to save Talia, and another girl who was in distress. One friend was able to be saved, but Talia was not. Grand Valley State University released a statement acknowledging Talia's death and asking people to refrain from speculation as the police do their investigation. In the statement, it says, "We appreciate that there are often many questions with an incident of this nature, and we ask you to limit speculation and share any pertinent information directly with authorities for the police department." It said, "Good luck on that. Rest in peace, Talia Lowe, and healing energy for her family and friends who are grieving." And this is just a short story. It really doesn't make sense. And if a person, one, has a disability, everybody knows in order to swim, most times, I'm not going to say that because there are people that are disabled, that don't have use of their hands or their arms or legs, are able to swim in some sort. So I would just say it like that. However, every case is different, and I don't think this girl would willingly and knowingly go into it, and it was a tide that night. Nobody checked that, and I'm just saying, hopefully they do their due diligence. The police department does their due diligence and get to the bottom of the case. It said it doesn't look like any foul play. It's a difference between it saying it doesn't look like any foul play and it actually not being actually confirmed not to be any foul play. I don't know if there's been an autopsy, a preliminary looking at the case and the circumstances in the first place. And another thing that kind of sits funny with me, use judgment. You know, if you're going out to a lake with friends, quote unquote, her friends, um, and you see the if it's a tide, you know, depending on where you live, most people in the state that they live, they are more familiar with the lakes and the streams that they're used to. You know, that they grew up around, when to go, when not to go, what's a good time to, you know, fish, not to fish, swim, not to swim, and things like that. Why would you, for one, take that risk at the risk of yourself, not just Talia in this case, but yourself, to jump into water? You have to use some type of discernment. In the news report, it says that one person was saved. I would definitely like to know how many friends went with her. If they all, with the exception of Talia, were able-bodied swimmers. And if that is in fact the case, why was only one person saved if they are able-bodied swimmers? Or some type of, something, you know. I just don't understand. It just sounds really weird for me, and the details are still new and fresh. So just like with any other story, I will definitely keep track of it and update you as the story updates. Hopefully the police will do their jobs. Hopefully they will do their jobs. Okay. Let's be honest. Michigan police, as well as other police around the United States, have a hard time doing their job when there's actually a case there, or whatever, actually an investigation, but that's just my opinion. But with that being said, please drop down. As always, I would like to know how you feel. Drop down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, I will get back with you guys in the next video.